devices too. As I said, we use Symbian as a platform, and moreover, if you look at it, it's the largest shipped operating system. Nokia ships the largest amount of volume handsets worldwide. We hold about a 13 and 40% share as per Gartner, which has been published. And we reach a global audience and we price it globally accordingly to the fact that, in fact, we do not have any disparity in pricing so that people across the board get the same amount of benefits in terms of pricing. What do we want to do? In fact, OV Store, as I was talking about, is approaching significant number of downloads. And as I said, the February month has been a significant hit for OV Store. We had record hits. And India is one of the top 10 markets for OV Store. And with the very short OV, if you look at it, we have not publicized more. We are yet to talk much about OV as a service, but OV already has become very big, and we have joined the European countries apart from UK and Saudi Arabia and Vietnam too on top of the table. So this is getting bigger. The apps platform is getting bigger, and it's going to be a huge amount of revenue stream for people to get onto the bandwagon. As I said, we have active users from 180 countries, and moreover, we as salespeople, we carry active users target. We have put up a stall out here for people who are interested. Once this is done during the break, we can go and have a look at it. We have promoters who are trained on applications on the phone, and they demonstrate to you as to what the service is all about. So we maintain a situation wherein any phone which moves out of the shop, the promoter activates the service. And over a period of time, at the moment we do not charge any service for the services which at the moment, over a period of time when applications keep coming in, we might have a situation where in fact people when they log on to the OV store, they can get a good amount of hits which have to be paid for too. And currently at the moment, a lot of this services are on the Series 60 platform. And I mean the Series 60 platform, they are the high-end phones, which are the Nokia N series, E series, and the higher end of the strata. But over a period of time, we'll get into the Series 40 devices also, which will be shipped out very shortly. One thing which we have figured out on what makes it work and what are the key things which work. First is MVAS, Mobile VAS. VAS is value-added services. And let me tell you a couple of points out here. Today, as to what Prashant was talking about, saying the telecom revolution as to how we are and what we are today, we have reached a teledensity of about 48 to 50%. And it's going rural. And over a period of time, the Indian business model is a fantastic business model, thanks to Mr. Sunit Mittal for it. And even it's become a Harvard business case study. The economies of scale work in terms of profitability. The value-added service, the revenue per consumer, which the telecom companies in US and Europe get is very, very significantly higher than India. If I have to tell you, in US, the average revenue per consumer is $64. And in India, with the price war which is there at the moment, these guys do not make more than about $4 to $5 a consumer. And the current acquisition of a consumer is far, far higher. It's said to be about $1.5 to $2. So over a period of time, if these companies have to substantially generate top-line revenue, what do they have to do? They have to get into the mobile value-added space. And today we have an ecosystem wherein in fact we partner with the operators and give our services into them. I've come up from a very, very different industry. I come from my FMCG industry. I used to sell blades and Gillette before. In this industry, the telecom which we are in, we cannot have any enemies. We, the telecom operator and the service provider, everybody have to work in tandem. If you look at our industry as a whole, our business model is a very, very different business model, very unique business model, very simple business model. The operator goes and erects the towers through an agency out here. We join hands with them in terms of a strategic partnership of reverse bundling our mobile phones with the services and everything, and it gets activated. So if you look at it, we three are dependent today. It is never used to be a situation where people could work in silos in the past. Today we all work together to deliver services to these people out here. Apart from this, in fact, we as a company itself, we have Nokia, we have music, as I was telling you, the music store, we have the solo part of it, messaging which I was talking to you about. Then you have the other app stores, including Apples of the world, wherein in fact we have location-based productivity music and which are quite popular at the moment too. Over a period of time, what's likely to appear, and this is what which I have some stuff out here in terms of productivity, in terms of casual, in terms of games, communications, and last but not the least in terms of travel and weather. These are the applications which are quite popular. And if I have to take you through a next chart, which will be very clearly indicative as to what these things are, it will be very interesting. Fine, I could make an app, but will I be cited? Let me tell you one thing, India is in the top 5 countries in terms of registered users. There's a huge amount of opportunity out here. Going further, you will be in a position to know whether your spotlight or the app appears. For example, with Autover, this is one of the sample shot of the wherein the apps appear out here. And we got a lot of stuff which is coming in future in terms of, we're going to show some local apps also over a period of time. But in terms of showcasing to the consumer on the road, or the person who does not want to browse through the net, We have our own stores, the Nokia priority stores and our apps in the market today to consumers who walk in, and it's a real experience for people when they get in to see as to what mobile services and apps are all about. As I said, how will I be in the position to know whether I'll make money? It's quite an interesting thing that over a period of time, this free period of about 100 days, and they give a good amount of money. And every app has a definite lifetime. In fact, it's quite novelty which is there. In fact, it's the craze of the timing. And over a period of time, each app, in fact, starts paying for itself. And that's what the companies like Apple Store and everything they're trying to do at the moment. We do also have a thing which I'll talk about. With the defined usage time per session, in fact, there's certain apps which are paid versus free. And by category, in fact, a lot of apps are quite hotspots. If I have to tell you, entertainment is quite big, gaming is very big, and a lot of consumers get onto gaming and entertainment and music in a very big way to get this stuff up. There's a thing called as Comes With Music, which you people all see, which will be launched in India very shortly, in about 2-3 months from now. This is already available in UK. We used to call it the Nokia Music Store. People buying high-end Nokia phones, they get a music voucher. Even in India today, they have to log on to www.nokiamusic.com. They go and they get about 10 to 25 songs downloaded for free. And over a period of time, this itself will be a service where in fact it pays for itself. The money is already calculated as part of the device. We don't charge anything extra. So the apps which was part of it, in fact on the services which we offer, get onto this in terms of the cost of the device out which you buy. In India, we offer two opportunities. The S40 range of devices which will be launching over a period of time with a try and buy option. Already a lot of stuff is there. Games like cricket, Krishrikant's games, everything which are available on try and buy option, where people go, they try and they buy and then put it on. We do not have much amount of studies as to how many people use this facility and how many strikes which we get in terms of people using the try and buy. But off late it's increasing. And currently at the moment, if you look at it, we have a local app folder too, which you could are integrated for payment on the SMS part of it. And we'll be getting this across 4 to 5 models. We didn't launch this in the month of January, February, over a period of time we'll be launching. We had a little bit of delay in the product launch. It's for all young entrepreneurs who want to make money. How will you monetize, in fact, by getting into apps? Nokia will work closely with leading media and other brands and help them mobilize their business. So the word of mouth is done by us, your laptop or your phone. This is very good for people in terms of generating orders, canvassing orders. When a guy goes to the market, if he's able to pick up some stuff in terms of what he would like to sell in fact, he could go there, pick up his order, send through an SMS to the Nokia Tej server, and from there, once the order is processed, his delivery shipments and his details of delivery, everything are just shot out to these people. That's all from my end. In fact, we got this store of ours, in fact, we have put up outside stall. If people are free to go and have a look at it. We've got a good amount of demonstrators who've been in a position to talk to you about. Thanks a lot for being a very patient audience. Thank you.
Thank you, Sridhar. I think he provided a very fascinating glimpse into the rich world of mobile apps. Well, we have some time for discussion. In fact, I would like to, start the discussion and the questions. Well, we have heard about the power of cloud computing, but we have also, we had like two sides of a coin. We are talking of, how switching cloud vendors is a snap. Will it be possible, tight, say, service level agreements are there. So what would be the possibility of an entrepreneur to, switch cloud vendors?
That influences the No, I'd just like to add to Vital's point. I think as long as your standards compliant, data movement and move out should not be that much of an issue. In fact, most cloud vendors are actually standard compliant. There are certifications for that as well. So I talk about Microsoft Online, you can actually take your data out of that or bring it from some other email system and bring it into it. And we provide tools and there are certain other competitors who also provide tools. So I think that should be a way.
My question to Gaurav, when we talk about on the social media, do you think the social media will overtake the conventional medias like television, or what do you think is the merit of social media?
In India, there are give or take between 30 to 50 million people using the internet, and most of us agree that it should be a while before it becomes as a routine. Television and print are anywhere in the range of 400 years. So we are very, very far away. In India, we even talk about a scenario like that, when the internet takes over, or social media takes over traditional media. In markets like the US, where there is almost universal internet access, already more people are accessing use of the internet than on newspapers. And even on the internet, Facebook are driving more traffic to news websites than Google does. So clearly, it varies from market to market. In India, I think social media is at a stage where it's interesting. 30, 40, 50 million users are a large number for most brands, most large brands, and for even for large, even several types of SMEs for the traditional media.
I have a question to Mr. Rajiv. You were mentioning to Mr. Rajiv. Mr. Rajiv. You were mentioning about this e-readiness project for Tripur cluster. Can you just a little bit expand on that? And we would like to know what is the time duration and when the service will be made available for use. Thank you.
I'll just repeat the question because the audio. So the question was, I mentioned during our Tripur cluster, can I be needed as well? Okay. So, like I said, this was done as part of Project Vikas, which was a joint project between government and Microsoft. We started the project about 2 years back. In fact, Tripur was the first cluster where we started this project. So the e-readiness center, which is basically meant that if you're going in a cluster, you give them a common facility where people of the cluster or the small businesses can come, they can understand solutions, they can experience solutions, and they can look at IT. There's a common meeting ground for